What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkstrider, and one of the things that we know about Title Update 1.0.5, besides it coming around the 27th, is that the crossover that they were talking about is going to be with Dead by Daylight. Again, I don't know how that'll work. I don't know. We'll burn that bridge when we cross it. But, you know, again, it just seems very, very weird to me. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, it kind of started a conversation amongst a lot of you in the comments about what you would like to see or who you would like to see showing up as a crossover. And, you know, some of it is no shock. Some of it is kind of a shock. So, we start off internally within Ubisoft. One of the crossovers that people were talking about, and this is a no-brainer, would be Shiao Jun from Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. Now, at the time that Noe and Yasuke's story would be going, I believe the math that I did was that Shiao Jun would be like 70, 80 years old, somewhere around there. She would be probably like a grandmaster of the Chinese Brotherhood. So we will just have to see. Honestly, she would be a no-brainer though to come over, kind of train Noe, you know, give her kind of some guidance, kind of the way that Ezio had given Shiao Jun guidance, you know, before we even got to this game here. Before we got to the Chronicles, she ended up visiting Ezio in Italy as he was an old man, and, you know, he gave her some advice, some assassin advice and whatnot, helped her out a little bit, and I think I would like to see the same thing happen over with Noe and Yasuke. You know, definitely Noe, because she is the assassin. Yasuke is not, he's just associated. But I definitely like to see it. So yeah, this kind of makes sense. This is one of those things, it does make sense where we would see this kind of crossover. The most talked about crossover would obviously be Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Cassandra is still alive. Obviously, she made it all the way until meeting up with Layla Hassan in the present day. You know, so it would make sense that she would be involved with certain assassin adventures, just like we saw with Valhalla. What she would be doing in this region, I'm not so sure. I know that Assassin's Creed Jade, she does make an appearance there. And there are rumors now that are saying that she will be a playable character in Assassin's Creed Jade. I don't know why or how, or even if that'll work. We'll figure that out once we get there, obviously. But I think it's kind of wild to have Cassandra in there. She could be sticking around from, you know, whatever her business was with Assassin's Creed Jade, and then, you know, went over to Japan and started doing a couple of things with the assassins there. Maybe she meets up with Shiao Jun and the two of them start working together and they come over and visit, you know, Noe or anything like that. There's so many different ways that they could go with this, and there's a bunch of exciting things that we could see them doing. Some people, they don't think Cassandra should be anywhere near any of the Assassin's Creed games. I know some people are kind of upset or angry with that. They don't want to see Cassandra. I don't know if it was the whole Alexios thing. Anyway, another one that was really talked about was Assassin's Creed crossover with Ghost of Tsushima. Now, I don't know the timelines. I'll admit that before I started doing this video, I didn't look into the timeline of when Ghost of Tsushima takes place as opposed to when Assassin's Creed takes place. I don't think that this would be a hard sell to crossover. Maybe Ghost of Yotai is going to be closer to the time period of Noe and Yasuke. So maybe that would make more sense. I don't know. I got to look at the time periods and see what will go on. I don't think that this would be too far of a stretch either. You know, as I've said before, I could see Sony working with other studios to do crossovers. If you know anything about Ghost of Tsushima, they did have a bunch of gear that you could get that resembles gear from other PlayStation franchises, like God of War. There's a God of War armor, there's a Horizon armor, little things like that. So I think that they would be able to do that. I think that they could make that happen where they do a crossover with Assassin's Creed. I don't see them being too hard-assed about that. But we'll see, you know. Maybe they're super protective of their franchises or their IPs, you know. But, you know, there were other things that people were saying. Some people said, you know, characters from Rise of Ronin, from the TV series Shogun, you know, like other little things like that. Mostly things that made sense, that were in the time period and could easily be explained. You know, like, hey, the Ninja Turtles going back in time and ending up in this time period of Japan, you can make that work too. It all depends. I mean, Ninja Turtles in Japan would make more sense than Ninja Turtles in Call of Duty. Trust me on that one. That one is weird. But anyway, yeah, this is kind of, you know, like what the conversation has been. And I do find it interesting that people have made such great suggestions. And some are obvious, like, you know, Shiao Jun and Cassandra. But others were a little more subtle or a little more out the box, and I thought that that was spectacular as well. Let me know in the comments below, what kind of crossover would you like to see? Who would you like to see crossed over, or what games crossed over with this? I mean, obviously something like Stellar Blade X Assassin's Creed would kind of make no sense in this time period, but there are others that make a lot of sense that would be kind of cool. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, what you would like to see. Also, let me know, what do you think of this Dead by Daylight thing? Do you think that that's really a crossover that should be done, or should they have done something else? Anyway, once again, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe. Take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Ya Yi!